Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the 49ers going up against the Seahawks. What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle as we're off to Century Link Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at Century Link Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The third Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A fake to Walls. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Thomas Rawls with his first carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
third down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. After the run, Smith going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Now a handoff looking right. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. This is Murray, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. Steps away, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Alex Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is Rawls, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now running right through it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now here's a carry heading left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Smith going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Smith now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wilson on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On second down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Again, Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. On first down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wilson, they set up the screen to Rawls. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing again here, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before break. Smith trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
All right, let's roll those highlights. First and 10. Smith's got the completion here, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Smith's going to look for space, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. 49ers with the ball early in the second. Smith's on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. Now so late in the first half. Russell Wilson hooking up with Doug Baldwin. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. Score now tied at 10. Staying late in the half. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Seahawks take advantage and return it for a touchdown. Seahawks up by a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Smith. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, this is Rawls. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Russell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
An update from down in L.A. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Wentz with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking. Field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. End zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go again with Rawls, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, oh, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Thomas Rawls who finishes it off with a touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Wilson to give to Rolls. Gets past him at the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rolls, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And trailing on the scoreboard last time, able to force the fumble. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
That's exactly right, because what they did last time is help them stay in this game. Being opportunistic, taking the ball away, that can help keep the game tight.
Yeah, we'll see if they can be opportunistic here. They'll be looking to force another turnover. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's third down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. second down and just one. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. It's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's back to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll look to throw. There he goes inside the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Smith. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.